available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, it's me. I figured you probably weren't going to pick up, but I don't know. I just had this feeling that maybe you would. Um, I I know you don't really feel like talking to anyone lately, and that's okay. You don't have to answer the phone just because it rings. You don't owe anybody that. I was hoping you'd pick up, but I kind of figured I'd end up talking to this little cassette tape instead. Maybe you're still sitting there listening to this right now. I see you. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I am. Maybe you're just letting it ring because talking feels like too much today. If that's true, then hi. I'm really glad you're listening. If you're listening. Which I hope so. If not, it's okay. I'm just glad that. Anyway, it's raining over here too. The kind that starts in the morning, where it's like soft, but then it just goes all out and never really decides to leave. Everything outside is gray. The sidewalks aren't shining. The trees barely move. It feels like the whole neighborhood is whispering. Ironically, it reminds me of you. Not because you're gloomy. Maybe a little bit. No, just because everything feels quieter when it rains. I'm guessing you're probably sitting in the living room, maybe on the couch, or in the chair by the window. The one you like. Just watching the rain slide down the glass, not really thinking about anything, or maybe thinking about everything. I don't know if you've eaten today. I don't know if you've gotten dressed. Honestly, I don't really care about any of that. I just wanted to know you made it through another day. I've I've noticed something. Whenever you're hurting, you disappear. You stop answering the phone. You don't return messages. You convince yourself that if everyone forgets about you, it'll somehow be easier. But I haven't forgotten. Not even for a second. You don't have to call me back. No, really, you don't. I get it. I really do. But I want you to know that I'm not leaving this message so you'll feel guilty. I'm leaving it because sometimes when people are hurting, they start believing nobody notices. Or worse, that nobody would care. But I care. I always will. Especially in the quiet days. Can I tell you something? You can stop acting. You don't have to pretend you're okay around me. You don't have to fake a smile or tell me everything's fine. You don't have to make yourself easier to love. You don't have to earn your place in my life. You already got one. And I really hope you believe this, because I mean every word. You're not a disappointment. Not to me. Not because you're having a hard time. Not because you've stayed in bed all day. Not because you couldn't answer the phone. Or because your heart feels exhausted. None of that changes who you are. None of that changes how much you matter to me. I'm really happy you exist. And I know that probably sounds kind of simple. Maybe even a little bit cheesy. But but it's true. The world is different because you're here. My world is different because you're here. And I'd rather leave 100 messages like this than to imagine a world where you weren't around to hear them. You don't have to explain what's wrong. You don't have to have the right words. Sometimes there aren't any. Sometimes your mind just gets heavy and everything feels farther away than it should. I know. I wish I could come over and bring one of those awful frozen pizzas you somehow still like. You know which ones? The ones that are like almost like frost burnt and stuff with the very plasticky flavored pepperoni. I know how much you like those. And we could just sit there. Maybe watch the rain. Maybe we'd watch some dumb late night TV. Maybe we wouldn't say anything at all. Sometimes having someone in the room is enough. I hope you're being a little kinder to yourself than your thoughts are. Because I know those thoughts, the ones that tell you you're a burden, that everyone's secretly tired of you, that you're not too much, that nobody will miss you if you disappeared. They're lying. They're really convincing sometimes, but they're still lying. Maybe right now it feels like you'll never have anyone. Like, everyone eventually leaves. Like one day you'll just look around and it's just gonna be you. I know that's what your mind is trying to convince you of, but it's wrong. It's really wrong. Because I'm still here. And unfortunate for you, I'm not going anywhere. And as long as I'm around, you'll always have someone to either call, be it 3 in the morning, right after work, on Christmas, on a random Tuesday. It doesn't really matter. If all you can manage is, hey, that's good enough for me. If you can't even find words, that's okay too. I don't mind sitting in a phone call just in absolute silence. Just, you never have to carry it all by yourself. So, if tonight gets heavy, or tomorrow, or next week, please remember this. I'm only one phone call away. Even if it takes every ounce of strength, just pick up the receiver, please. I'll answer every single time. I'll probably call again tomorrow. Maybe you'll answer. Maybe you won't. Either way, I'm still gonna call. Not because I think I can fix everything, no. I know I'm not God, but I just wish I could help more than what I can right now. I just don't want you to be sitting in your house alone, looking out that rainy window, wondering if anybody remembers you. Please, just know that I do, and I always will. Um, anyway, I'm gonna let you go before this tape runs out. I hope you get some sleep tonight. Maybe leave the window cracked just a little bit so you can listen to the rain. Make yourself something warm if you feel up to it, and if not, that's okay. That's fine. Just please stay with us. One day at a time. Just please stay. Can I? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you.